I've noticed that people do very strange things that keep them out of the zone, okay? Notice this as a flow state catalyst and a specialist in the zone, that there's so many little things that people do, and this could be their own idiosyncrasy or quirks or blind spots or things they aren't really seeing, right? It's like these unprocessed things, but it's so key and so important in keeping you in a good state of mind, okay? Number one is just electrolytes, okay? I don't care if you're 18 or 80. You need to get your hydration in. And that means you gotta get your electrolytes in. You gotta get that coconut water. You gotta buy those like electrolyte packs and put it in the water and actually like drink that so you feel sustained, because your brain fuel, my friends, your brain fuel is assisted by your hydration, okay, by water that you're drinking. You are 70% water. You are water. Be like water, as Bruce Lee says. Be like water, my friend, okay? You gotta actually drink more water, okay? Simple as that. Number two, you gotta get more sleep, bro. What are you doing staying up like every night and sleeping only like an hour or 2 hours, right? That's not gonna make you stay up and be functioning and highly flourishing in the zone. Definitely not. You'll be a zombie, okay? But the good thing about a sleepy state, and I know this, is that you are in a suggestible or a hypnotic state. So much easier to do your self-hypnosis, subconscious work from that sleepy ass state, right? So there are benefits to everything, right? As a positive psychologist, I understand how to look at the optimistic and how to see the brighter side of things. But that doesn't mean necessarily that you have to keep doing that. It just means your equilibrium has to be a healthy equilibrium. You can't have so much negativity and very little positivity. You're going to slow yourself down if you're going to try to attain happiness, because flow state is the gateway towards happiness. You got to understand that, right? So the moment you block yourself out of flow and you feel this numbness or this apathy or like I don't feel like, or oh, I'm just going to stay in bed, or I'm just going to do this, right? It's creating more constructs. It's creating more limits around which is already a limit. So it doesn't make sense to do that, right? Other thing is, a lot of people, man, you know, they start speaking or teaching and they will just talk about themselves, okay? Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about who I am. They care about my process and my teachings and wisdom that come through me, right? Yeah, kind of, sure, assume as a character, he's kind of cool, but I want to know what kind of flow state advice he has for me, right? People are more interested in what's in it for me, right? And so you got to give them that sauce, right? That thing that's going to make them transform. Like I know so many people who just watch my YouTube channel and transform. They've never coached with me, never in their life. They've made these massive wins. So you have no excuses, my friends. If they can do it, you can do it. It's just they've doubled down on it and they understood that they were sick of their sickness. Their pain was too much to a certain point where they're like, I need help now. Right? And it's happened with me too. Like I certainly get to this point where I'm like, yo, I need to reach out for some help. This is the time, right? I got to differentiate between doing my own shadow work and having others assist my shadow work. Okay? So there's this thing I learned when I was coaching with Vince Kelvin, one of the greatest seduction coaches on the planet, right, at the time. And very, very powerful. He's the best at like street pickup and these kinds of things. He told me once that, you know, I performed for the Cosmic Code conference. So basically, before I was about to speak, he told me, don't, you know, wallow around and like kind of waste people's time introducing yourself, who you are, what this is going to be about. Just start with value. Just go in and just start giving value right away, right? And that saved me so much time. It differentiates me from all these other coaches. We're like, hey there, guys. Welcome to my program. My program is the best program out of all the other programs. And guess what, buddy? No one gives a fuck, okay? What your program did or didn't do. My program speaks through me because I embody my program. Okay, I am Primal Sutra in a sense, and so is Ryan G. We are both Primal Sutra. And so if you want some of this essence, if you want some of this technology and energy and impact, right? Masculine, raw development, not cutting off your spirituality, not cutting off your connection to source, having your connection to your balls and source together. Okay, this is what we're creating. We're not creating a bunch of soy boy latte drinking, you know, macchiato men who are like, you know, swiveling around like lanky and like confused about life and constantly in this existential dread. We're not building those types of men. We're building gods in training. Okay, we're taking essences from myths and strategies of archetypes and bringing them through from the past into creating the modern men, the modern shamans of our generation that can help people through the Kali Satya Yuga transformation stage. Okay, that's what we're doing, really. When you think about it, right? So don't start being like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and the way I spoke about Primal Sutra right there, right? Go back and listen to that. I just kind of slid into it. It wasn't forceful. It wasn't like I'm saying it just because I need you to do something. I need you to press that like button, or I need you to hit that call to action right now. Okay? No, you're gonna hit it. You're gonna hit that subscribe button if you resonate. It's just human nature. It's just natural, right? So we gotta go more towards the organic, more towards the natural. Stop trying to add all this extra fluff and things that get in the way. Like, that's why I took away my intro, music. I was like, what's the, I am inspired. Yeah, sure, okay. That's one of my songs, old songs, right? Shout out to Paul Subaru who made that beat. But seriously, though, it's like, I want to get into the impact quick. I want those breakthrough transformations, those radical changes. I want you to be my next success story. I mean, that's really what I want, right? And so, once I understand that, I'm not going to waste any time in the beginning teaching, and of course there's certain disclaimers and rules, but then now I have a strategy for it. I have the disclaimers in the description, but I have to keep saying and repeating it for the new people, right? If you haven't read the fine print, guess what? You're probably going to be offended by something I say, or you're going to be, maybe this video isn't for you. Real talk, right? Maybe this just doesn't resonate with your frequency right now, and you feel like you need more. Welcome, beloveds. I'm hoping that you're all doing great. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need that soft pretension waftiness that I'm slowly going to inhale and sigh and exhale. I don't need that stuff, okay? I need the effectiveness of spirituality. That's what I'm looking for. Okay? I'm looking for that edge, that refinement that every man wants in this video game of life. I'm not looking for, okay, no, get out of here. What are you doing? Okay? Most men who are trying to be embodied and more in touch with their feminine end up just getting emasculated and just cutting off their balls, right? Cutting off their backbone, being these like kind of lanky creatures that walk around like kind of like walking dead. Stop being a walking dead, bro. Be walking alive. That's the secret, okay? Anyway, next thing that I've noticed is that a lot of people, like for instance, right, when I was training MMA, they tell you to, or when I was learning theater arts, right, any of these practices that I've done in the past, they tell you to do such stupid stuff, right, in the beginning. It's like riding on my little white pony, and you think that that's going to tap someone into their zone because, of the embarrassment or the humiliation of that or whatever. But mainly it's because that's what their teachers taught them how to do. They taught them these weird rehearsal techniques and warm-ups. And, like, for instance, I went into wrestling, and they told me just warm up, just run around, and touch the ground and just warm up like that. Just run around like this. But in a real fight, I'm not going to have time to, like, run around in a circle like this, like a dog chasing my own tail, right? I got to be tapped in, right? I got to be Super Saiyan mode in that moment. I gotta close my eyes, gotta visualize myself as like a aquatic, sea monster creature, and go in and just fight and start ripping heads off, right? That's kind of what I want as a fighter, right? In a sense. But of course, there's drilling and the basics and the hook. Practice just the hook. Practice now the hook and the jab. Now practice the hook and the jab and the uppercut, right? And these kind of meaningless, repetitive motions, right? They aren't meaningless, but in the moment they do feel like that, where it's just going hard wiring into your physical body. So now when you punch, you don't really have to think about it, right? Because it's just in the right form. You're not like trying to extend your shoulder over your ear anymore, or like trying to, hold your chin in like this. It's just, no. It's second nature. And that's what we're getting to with the flow state. You guys get that? We're getting to second nature. We're getting to practicing so much that it infinitely stores into our subconscious mind. And now we're in a subconscious state as we're doing whatever activity we're doing, right? You could be writing a solo performance. You could be, dancing a sonata. You could be, acting in a porn movie. You could be, snowboarding down the Appalachian Trail or something. I don't know. Like, people do weird shit. People do unique stuff in this world. So never limit yourself and be like, I've only got to do it like this because they're the trailblazer who has left it before me. Okay? Stop trying to, use tradition as a crutch. That's what I've seen a lot of people do. They use the old tradition, the old books, and the old text, and they let it dogmatically trap them in old ideologies that don't function in the real modern world anymore. So you need to be living tradition. You need to embody the tradition of the past and bring it through you in the present. That's how you're going to be the awakening tsunami. That's how you're going to walk through the world like a flow state catalyst and a flow state Jedi like this. When you truly embody the teachings. You're not trying to speak and teach about the Tao. You are the Tao. You're not trying to prove that Christ exists. You are Christ-like. You've got to merge that reality with what you want. A lot of people, what they do is, when they're out of the zone, is they completely distance themselves, and they think that on 2025, April 2nd, I'll finally get that trophy, okay? No, embody and claim that reality now. You don't need to hyperextend or procrastinate yourself to get into the zone at some future timeline. Okay, yes, it's possible to set it up like that, and sure, you can figure ways to amp yourself up for that date and give yourself that due date in your mind. It's more likely that you'll, it's like someone losing weight to fit into a wedding dress, for instance, as an example, right? So if you're giving yourself a very clear, specific goal by this time, then of course you're more likely to do it because it's more clear. You have the strategies. You also have a little bit of that push or that pressure, oh, there's an impending date coming, right? There's some kind of an appointment I have to look forward to. And that also creates a sense of fulfillment, anticipation, which if the anticipation is met, there is a joy that comes with that, or an appreciation. Wow, I just blanked out. My mind just went, strange. When the anticipation turns into something else, like a sadness, that can also be a case, right? It doesn't work out the way that you imagined it. But this is where we come in with low expectation, not no expectation. No expectation. If you expect nothing, you get nothing. If you have low expectation, you'll still, quite possibly meet that need, or not necessarily a need, but you meet that requirement for yourself. That gives you a leverage of high self-esteem, therefore giving you more of a leverage to lose yourself. And then all you're left with is esteem. So self-esteem goes into selflessness, esteem in that moment, but the esteem doesn't really matter because you're losing your sense of self, but you have the confidence and the congruency and the control to back up that task with your skills. You get what I'm saying? So your skills have got to match your level. Michael Jordan used to trash talk other players. He's kind of a dick, right? Just making fun of them and pushing them and constantly putting people on edge. That was his true gift, man, is inspiring. Saying to Steph Curry, hey, I just want to see this guy, shoot. I don't know what he's doing, right? That little bit of push, encouragement you get from others can tap you into the zone super fast and you don't even realize it, right? So your group of friends and your group of people, if they're not tapping you into the zone and activating you like that, right? Putting fire underneath your ass, giving you that leverage, yo, bro, you got to do this. You said you were going to do it. Don't be a bitch, right? Just do it. It's actually going to be really good for you, right? We need that. We need somebody to tell us this, especially if we don't have a strong image of masculinity that we're learning from. If we don't have that strong image, we have to create it ourselves, and we seek it out in other mentors and things like this. That's what happens to a lot of young men, okay? Maybe you're looking at me like an older brother or a dad, or someone who's been through this game and suffered all this anxiety, depression, so he can come out of the other side with the hero's journey elixir of life that he's giving back. You see what I'm saying? So I've actually been through my own process like this. But I understand also that a lot of people procrastinate way too much, okay? You hyperextend your results. You procrastinate way too much. And one of the reasons why you procrastinate is because, honestly, it's not as important to you. The task isn't as important to you. You could get away with not doing it. Why? Because there's no reward associated with it. You make music for a while and then no one's really liking it, or no one's showing any appreciation or engagement. You're not reaching out to any other artists. You're not emailing people about your music. You're not excited about the promotion and all the extra stuff, all the other process. This is why you got to delegate as well. A lot of people don't delegate. You got to focus on what you are good at. Stay in your lane. The rest of the stuff around helping you get good, you got to delegate that. Okay? Let's say that someone is better at managing like your time and organization. That's why I'm hiring a team to help me organize, my different clients and things like this, because it's just not my thing, man. I'm not going to sit for hours in a day trying to perfect my organization skills for my business when someone else has that as their background, that can help me with that. Now, of course, yes, I need to organize. I need to get better at that. But that's also my own process, you see. If I keep cutting down my own creativity and power and purpose and what I'm here to do, and constantly scattering it into all these meaningless extra activities that I do, right? How is it going to pull through my most authentic power in order to heal and help others? Okay? Another thing is people procrastinate by getting so many degrees and so many certifications and constantly, learning the newest tool or the newest trick. Listen, the tricks and tools and degrees and all of these external or extrinsic, motivations are great. Like, go for it. If you want a Bugatti, go get a Bugatti. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that shouldn't be your ideal measure of progress, okay? It's inspiring for young men to thrive towards something like that and flex a little bit. Hey, as long as you're not attached to it, right? What if Andrew Tate was crying that all his Bugattis got taken away, right? As he's in jail right now. What if he started bawling his eyes out, right? How would we look at him? We would look at him differently. We'd be like, bro, the hell, right? I get it, but also like, the hell? Right? And maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not like that deep of a car guy. Maybe it like really feels like, oh, that's my baby, and I lost a child when I lost my car or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really that much of a car guy. I've always just traveled by bicycle or walked around or just taken public transport. And driving here in India is just like reckless, bro. Like, you guys are reckless. Straight up. It's like, it's hella annoying. You know what I mean? To like drive here. But anyway, this is the thing, man. I've noticed this in India. Nobody respects that nice guy nature in India, but there's an overabundance of that energy here. Like, I'm trying to get, like, let's say bad service in a restaurant, right? Sitting here, waiting for our meal. It's been 10 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. You don't speak up. You don't talk about yourself. You're out of the flow, right? Completely out of the flow. The difficult conversation of calling the waiter over and be like, hey, bro, we've been sitting here like 20 minutes. Where's our food at, right? Like, that uncomfortable conversation that you have to have and get to have or choose to have with that waiter, they don't want to have that conversation either, right? They're kind of like just the in-between person, right? From the chef and to bringing you the food. So they're like the midpoint in a sense, right? So what my dad did once, he was like, hey, listen, man, that guy over there, like, this guy hadn't gotten his coffee or whatever, right? That guy over there, he's a big deal, okay? And you guys there's going to be a problem if you guys don't bring him his coffee in the next 2 minutes, okay? Because, for real, like, You guys need to get on that. You guys need to get sharp, right? My dad spoke like this. That's the energy that I'm talking about, right? That's the energy. When I observed that, hey, the job wasn't getting done. Now we need a little bit of that ferocity and bring the beast out, right? In that moment, like, yo. Not like, yo, where's my food, right? Like a complete douchebag, right? Hey, buddy, where's my food? Like, don't, like, impose that reality on other people in the restaurant and make a huge scene of it. Like, get up from your chair. Like, dude, what are you doing, okay? It's just a Saturday. Like, chill for a second, okay? Let yourself enjoy the day. Okay? Yeah, your meal isn't coming on time. You don't look at them and just be like, what's up, bro? Point at your watch or whatever, right? Like, you got to do something, right, in that moment. But a lot of people, they hold it in, they repress it. They're like, oh, no, I'll tell them at 4 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock comes, and like, no, well, that guy seems to be working a little bit harder than the others. And I don't want to, judge them or whatever. I don't want to, step on any toes. Okay? This participation trophy culture, right, that we live in. I don't want to step on any toes, I just want to make everything, the most logical. I just want to follow all the rules exactly as they are and get it done. Nah, you need to have the little bit of that rebellious quality, okay, if you're in the zone. A little bit. Doesn't mean you're going to break all the rules. It just means that you're a little bit like, you have your values so in order that the outer set of rules that this prison planet has given you, like, wait in line, right? Nobody follows that rule, right? Wait in line, especially in Asia. Bro, what does even a line mean? I don't even know anymore, right? Just cut past people, push past people, like the first one there wins. That's what we're really seeing and starting to understand, that the shy people, the introverts, they get left behind. This was me in the past. I used to be quiet. I used to shut up. I used to not speak my personal truth and my own opinions. And that used to fuck me up, man. Mentally, because I couldn't formulate the sentences that would actually cause my thought forms to be complete and have a full stop in my head, right? So I can actually let them go and accept them, right? Like, for instance, if I felt that, man, this hair's looking hella weird, right? If I had that thought, I would do something to change that or work towards it. If I'm like, oh, yo, I got to get myself back into the gym or I need to start, lifting heavier or whatever, right? If I notice that, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay? Whatever that urgency is, and I'm not doing it as a reaction to what society's comments are to me, or like, somebody told me, hey, bro, I found this really cool program, okay? Really cool program, man. It's like a CrossFit combined with a dancing dashboard type of dance, okay? And what you have to do is you have to go to the corner of the room and kind of shake your head like this, and then you'll get abs. Get out of here, bro. I don't want to listen to your sob story, okay? Because the way you presented that to me is like it's a sob story. Like, what? That even you're not excited that excited about it. That you just kind of said it based on how the people promoted it. Get what I'm saying? This is most people doing sales, my friends. Hello, sir. Are you completely satisfied with our product? If you don't mind, if you can just leave us a little bit of a review, that would be really nice. Okay? This fake politeness creates a distance with people. I remember I once went into Barnes and Nobles in LA, and this guy was like, I was like, hey, what's up, bro? He was like, not much, man. But he looked sad. Literally, he looked sad. He looked down. Brother, I'm here to listen to you, okay? I'm a peak performance coach. What's really going on? This guy spilled his heart out. Bro, so many things just aren't working the way that they are, and I have this issue, and then I have this other thing, and he just vented, right? But that was one moment of authenticity, at least. Whereas the rest of the people in the store are going, yes, have a nice day, sir. I'm going to go home and cry later, but I'm not saying that to you. Okay? So this fake mirage, this persona fatigue has to go, this judgment fatigue has to go, and this decision-making fatigue has to go. Now you have energy. Now you're in the zone. You see? Am I being the right kind of person? You are the right kind of person. Let's go. I wonder what other people will... Fuck other people. Let's go. Do it for you. Time's now. Up that time I got. Okay, let's go. Should I pick A or should I pick B? Why not both? Okay, let's go. You have 30 seconds, A or B. I think B, but maybe A. Choose A. Let's go. Okay? No more hesitation. Hesitation is fucking up your flow. You are hesitating before taking very tremendously powerful alignment actions. Okay? Highlights from the universe. Highlight reels from the universe are coming at you and giving you opportunity to show up like this or be like this or talk a little bit different or talk in a louder volume or be more ambient with your gestures or be a little bit more, dance-like or free in your physical body. Maybe it's to relax into the environment more. Really enjoy and cherish and savor the moments. Maybe that's your next breakthrough. I can't tell you exactly what that is, but once you get more aware, awareness precedes control, right? And so once you get more aware of what it is that I actually need to do and work on, now it becomes fun. It becomes a plaything. It's a process, a creative process, which is fun. It shouldn't be this chore or this task or this routine or this. Those are lame adult words that we learned growing up. Okay? I straight up, I told one of my cousins straight up, she's like, when are you gonna get married soon? I just told her, nah, it's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the government says you're together. So fucking what? I just told her straight up. I did not filter myself. And I found that beast coming out of me, right? Just like all this normie stuff that I hear. Like, yes, oh, great. No, I'm extremely grateful that I got invited to my cousin, sister's wedding and experienced that. It's like going to an alternate dimension, right? Meeting all the old friends and relatives and cousins and stuff. That shit is great. Don't get me wrong. That's amazing. But to hear all these normie facts and different things like, oh, and then I went to law school and then I did this, okay? That's fantastic that you did that, okay? But it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, okay? That is just a way for you to stop time and flex a little bit so you can puff your shoulders up a little bit more and be like, yeah, I've got this in the social environment, man. I'm the alpha dog in this environment, man. The more you can stop doing that and stop trying to be interesting and become interested, okay? This is the secret. A lot of people are trying to be interesting. Look how cool I am. Look how wise I am. Look how clever I am. Look how smart I am. Get the fuck out of here with your pretentious, pompous ass, okay? I don't care about your hipster ideologies. Oh, but so-and-so did it like this, and if you ever learn about the movie franchise, then you'll know. Bro, you know what the worst is? When someone comes in with a prop, right? When someone comes in with a prop, and you use that prop to like amplify your flow state. You get what I'm saying? It's like you need that prop in order for you to be in character. And without that prop, you're nowhere. It's like you haven't worn your lucky scarf or, you haven't taken your little, powerful stone or like crystal on your hand. Or yeah, I'm going to be the guy who plays the guitar at the party. Or yeah, I'm going to be the one who swings from the chandelier every time. Right? That's my go-to move. Your party trick. Your go-to moves, your little techniques, your manipulative strategies. Fuck all that. Just be cool, bro. Right? That's what a badass man, high-level, high-value man would tell you. Bro, just be cool, man. You got this. What if someone you really respected, right, came up to you, put a hand over your shoulder, like, bro, you know what? You don't gotta be worrying about all that. You're pretty badass as you are, you know? Just keep doing you, man. You got this. Like punches you in the shoulder and walks away. Now, at some level, yes, that's kind of bad advice, right? Like, yeah, be myself. Okay, yeah, doing my... But at another level, you're like, holy shit, it was Denzel Washington who was talking to me, right? And you have this thing in your heart, like, pulling you towards that kind of, you know, the stardom or the halo effect around them, right? And so, start to understand that why don't you have this halo effect around you? Because you take yourself too seriously. Because you want to make yourself somebody. Because you're trying to get attention. Rather than being in the zone and just, you know, showing up. Just as you are, all your flaws, all your insecurities, all your imperfections. But you own them. You own them. That's the difference when you're in the zone. Yeah, I have eye bags, but they're Gucci bags, baby. Let's go. Okay? My face is expensive, baby. Let's go. Okay? Yeah, my hair is a little bit, you know, frizzy at times. So what? That's the way I experience beauty. Beauty is messy. It's not this perfectionist thing, right? You got to find your reality in the way you tell your stories and how amazing you are, man. Like, you got to walk your talk and own it, right? Like, really own your talk. Someone makes fun of you. Oh, you're gaining weight a little bit, huh? In the stomach area. You go, fuck yeah, dude. I love the stomach area. Oh, push it together so it looks like a pair of boobies. Come on now. Right? That I mean, that is really funny. Like, stupid, right? But that person isn't attached to that reality that they're gaining weight. They're completely free in this evaporation simulation illusion, okay? They're completely free. They're floating around, okay? But you gotta float around, and also when you see the target, right, like a falcon, right, what Horace taught me, you gotta zoom in and go and pick it up. So yes, you're floating around. Yes, you're in bliss. You're going by. Life is good. But when you see the opportunity, you strike for it because you've been charging this whole time. That bliss that you've been meditating for, that you've been working towards, all of that is just you charging. All of that is just you charging your energy. And once you've charged your energy, you're good to go. You get it? You're good to go. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like, subscribe button. You already know what to do. If you want to work with me one-on-one, or if you want to get on a quick 15-minute call with myself and Ryan G, so we can make sure that you're a good fit for our path working, let us know. Let's crush it today. I can already tell we're going to win. Let's go. May we never be the same again. Let's go.